Hola!
Bom dia!
And welcome to the Car Saudade Project. Charlotte's just taken me to work and I can barely speak.
It's very early.
It's very early, but Charlotte's got some exciting news, so...
Yeah, well, my family is still here and today we're going to Monsanto. So I will show you some of that in just a little second. Yes.
Cool transition. Hola!
Bom dia! My mum and dad left today, so catching up on bits and bobs. I'm catching up with editing and Carl's going to do some gardening.
Yeah, we're going to see if we can get our 42 plants that we bought from the garden planted in today. It is quite late though, so we might do some today, some tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah. But that's the plan for this afternoon.
Also, our plants, we've got 42 and all of it costs €4. And it's like enough food to last us
the whole winter. Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah.
I'm hungry.
You're going to have like a pot noodle or something.
I've already had a pot noodle.
Well, I'm in the garden before it gets dark.
I'll have some spaghetti.
Okay. All right, everyone. As you can see from last week, this has all grown wild once again. So I'm going to de-weed all this stuff. The peppers seem to be doing okay, you know. But yeah, I'm going to have to de-weed all this stuff. I'm just going to use a good old shovel. And yeah, we should be all good. This one's doing really well. There's some like new leaves growing into the middle here. So yeah, there's been a couple of bugs, but nothing too crazy. So yeah, let's get to work. I'm gonna do this bit here. Yeah, it's just all this stuff that's just grown wild. It's crazy. So I'm trying to dig out the roots and the rock as much as possible, and then just trying to make it as even as possible.
Right. Oh my god, I look hideous. I've become a bit of a indoor gremlin the last day and a half, catching up with editing and stuff. So sorry, the video was out on Wednesday last week. I was just really enjoying spending time with my family, and yeah, I've just published the video and the sun is setting and I'm so behind on things I'm supposed to get done on the land where I've been catching up. So the plan for the next hour and a half, Carlos dug up all that garden yesterday. I've got a big box of coffee grinds and we're going to rake it all through the garden. And tomorrow I am going to plant 42 plants, which we got for €4. So then we'll be winter ready. We will not starve this winter. Yes. Oh, it's nice to be outdoors. I forgot what sunlight looks like. Anyway, let's get this coffee in, get rid of any weeds and rocks, and get this garden ready for my winter veg. Very quickly. I have to remember it's no longer summer and I have to do things earlier. They didn't take too long. I've put coffee in because when our lemon tree was struggling, but when our lemon tree was suffering the beginning of the year, when we put loads of coffee grinds on it, it just worked like absolute magic. So I've worked that into soil, seen how that helps with the veg. My mum has always sung praises about putting coffee grinds in your soil, so we're giving it a go. So yeah, we've gone for our autumn veg that needs planting. As I said, I'm running out of light at the moment, but I don't have any computer work to do tomorrow, so I want to get up early and do it whilst it's cool, because you can't do it in the middle of the day still. Even though it's the middle of October, it is still like 30 degrees. It's very strange. I'm going to do it nice and early, or at least start and then finish off in the evening. That should hopefully get everything done. And Carlos has a day off tomorrow, so we can do it together. A nice day out in the garden, getting all our veg ready. I don't know if you remember, I did plant some seedlings earlier in the year. But basically, the ants, there's so many in this area, ate every single seedling. There was literally a hole in every bit. well, you can see they've gone in and pulled it out. So I've had to go for the sort of already sort of started plants. Can we call them? I want to say plugs. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But yeah, we've got 42 and it came to €4. So, you know, it's not exactly like it's breaking the bank. We've gone for like cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, all just like the good green earthy veg for winter. I do also plan to plant some garlic, and maybe even get some onions, maybe some rocket, things like that in as well. There's a train coming. But last video, we didn't get to show you the solar thing properly, and I promised I'd explain it, so I'll go inside and I'll show you. Excuse me, sir, what are you doing? It's not dinner time yet, you know this. Another hour. Greedy. Greedy! So, last video, I'm going to be attacked by animals sitting here. We briefly showed you what our screen... I did warn you. Guys, I'm trying to film a video here. Don't bite my leg, you cheeky moo. Guys. Anyway, yes, I promised you I'll show you the app a bit better because last time we sort of briefly took a picture and showed you, but we sort of know more what we're doing now. So I'm going to take a few screenshots to show. I'll take a few. What is it? Whenever I try to film. They're chasing flies now, so I think we're good. I'll take screenshots to explain everything. But basically, so we have like the main thing, like the main image. And I don't know if you noticed, but it has arrows saying which direction the electricity is going in. So if you're feeding electricity into your battery, then you'll have an arrow pointing towards the battery, which is at the bottom corner on the left-hand side, I believe. And then if it's going out, it'll be going the other way towards the image, which is supposed to be our inverter. At the moment, we do still have a few days where it like starts feeding from the grid, even when there's still some electricity in the battery. This is all just like adjustments. We're kind of working it out as we go, and Carlos is going to have a chat with the guy who runs the company that we got it through. But yeah, so on the top left we have our solar, and it will say how much power that is producing at that current moment. That then leads into the inverter. We also have the battery and how much that is producing or taking in either from the solar or from the grid. Ella, my goodness. And then we also have on the top right is the grid sign. We are actually feeding some into the grid, and we are hoping to be able to talk to EDP and see if we can actually make a little bit of money out of this. We are definitely feeding in more than we are taking out. So that's something we want to work out. On the, oh my goodness. And then on the bottom right, we have consumption. That's the electricity that we're actually sort of burning through using. Guys! Oi! Biscuit! One thing that, yeah, as I said, we have noticed is we do sometimes burn through our battery more than we'd like. What we are doing to combat that is any like high consumption sort of electrics, such as boiler, the oven, we try and use those when we've got more power going in than we have necessarily out. So say like 2 o'clock in the afternoon seems to be the best time. Sometimes you get over like 2 kilowatts. So we're trying to use those things then, and then so that all we need to worry about is having enough for lights and maybe using the computer in the evening, so that we don't run out. Ella. But yeah, we are going to have a little play with the buttons and see if we can get it so that we only take from the grid when we actually really need to. Say when we're like down to 10% battery. There are points where I've noticed it does take like, say, 20 watts sometimes. Like it's a very small amount, but we don't understand why. So, yeah, we're going to talk to the company about that and work out what settings we need to put it on so that we can be as green and as clean and as cheap as possible. That's the main thing. But yeah, that's the breakdown of that. Very technically stuff, but we're working it out. And also, if you heard the dogs making mad noises, they don't actually bite each other. They're just sort of doing this weird thing where they sort of dance around each other, pretending like they're biting each other and making strange noises. They're not trying to kill each other, I promise. I'll try and catch it on film one day. But they're very weird. They're not killing each other. They're all well, don't worry. Anyway, I'm going to go and cook some risotto and have a shower because I've been, as I said, a bit of a like slave to editing the last 48 hours and I need to I need to wash. Not to mention my feet are covered in dirt or I've been doing gardening. So I'll do that, make a risotto for Carlos who's been at work all day, and I will see you in the morning to plant all of our plants. And I might see if I can squeeze in a few more as well because plants and food. Yep. Bon dia everyone. It's time to get these bad boys in the ground. I've realised that quite a lot of them, because they're all from the sort of similar family, the brassica family I want to say, a lot of them all look the same. So we're going to start by sorting them out into which ones are which, or at least trying, and then we'll mark them out, put the compost in the ground and give them a good water. That's the plan. Yes. Also, as you can probably tell, it is mega hot. I probably should have got up earlier, but honestly, Carlos and I never get a lay-in, so we relished it. But I'm factor 50'd up, and yes, I am wearing a hat that matches my dress because I'm adorable. Just saying. Right. Huh. Well, these ones are all the same colour. I think these are mostly broccoli and cauliflower. Look at the leaves. They might be different. I think you're different. Purple, purple, purple. I think some of these have pointier leaves. These ones are like all pointy. I don't know what is what. You know what? I'm just going to switch this off and skip to the end and I'll show you what it looks like. I've lost a shoe. So, I think these are the Cavallonero. This is obviously red lettuce, green lettuce. These will probably die halfway through winter, but you know, we eat a lot of lettuce here, so might as well plant them whilst it's still warm. And then everything else, I basically have no idea. I'm pretty sure this is red cabbage. But like, this looks the same, that looks the same, that looks the same, and that looks the same. So I've got two types of broccoli, one type of cauliflower, and I also have Brussels sprouts in here somewhere. So I guess we'll just have to see when they grow, because I'm very confused. I'm guessing that's the red broccoli. And so that will make this one green broccoli, and most likely this cauliflower, this Brussels. But honestly, I have no idea. We'll just have to see. Right, let's mark out where we're going to put everything. I'm going to start with these, because we know where these are going to go. Which is next to Big Daddy Cavallonero. Oh, it is toasty. So it may turn out that this water break's more actually a lunch break. It's very warm. I'm hiding.
Alright guys, we are back at it again with some planting for the autumn/winter veg. And yeah, we've just had lunch. It is peak sunny time, so
But the sun starts moving over soon.
So yeah, so we're gonna get planting.
If you do those purple cabbages, there's kind of a bit of shade there.
Good.
We'll start on those.
Yeah.
Lads are taking a shade break. It's like peak heat hour now. We've had our lunch, we just need a little Netflix break. Yes. It's too hot. You can tell by the way we're not talking to each other and sitting at the opposite end of the sofa.
Oh, it's just
Don't touch me.
He's such a rascal, Ella.
Where's your brother?
He's coming this way, right?
I don't know.
Here he comes.
You two, come on.
Copyright.
How's your little paw, babes? Hey? Is your paw better? No. You poor thing. So our little water break turned out into more of a power nap.
AKA Charlotte falling asleep in the couch sort of break.
I fall asleep on the couch so easily. I don't think I ever watch a full programme anymore. No. I'm an old woman at this point. We're going to finish off now. The sun is starting to set, but that's actually better. It works in our favour because we get a bit of shade on the garden. As you can see.
And motivation.
Yeah. It was probably too hot to do it. We should have just left it till now.
Yeah, that's alright. At least we got an early start, you know?
Yeah.
Guys, Charlotte's just doing the last of the watering in the garden, and it turns out we have not 42, not 45, but 51.
Yeah.
Man was slippery and he slipped some extra seeds in our basket, you know.
We'll put them to good use.
Exactly. So yeah, and I apparently finished off, there was like half a bag of this stuff and I put a bit too much in the plant, so sorry Charlotte, but you know.
Okay.
But yeah, we used some of the seedling mix on the last batch, so it's a
Hopefully it'll be fine.
much of a softer soil. Don't know if you can really tell, but
Instead of big chunks of poo.
exactly, so it should be fine. Yeah, and then once we finish, we're gonna feed the dogs, and very exciting news, at least for us. Burger King has finally opened in Fundao.
Yeah, and I'm not being funny, we've worked hard today, so I feel like we've earned it.
Hello everyone. Oh, this is Carlos from the future, and I have one of those perfect curls here, man. It's perfect. So we just wanted to say that the camera decided to die on us, so I'm doing the outro from the future. Thank you so much for watching this week's video. We had a very busy week, and we would like to thank everyone for your support. It's much appreciated. So I can't speak today. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and let us know in the comments, what have you planted for this winter, or what else should we be planting? So